They're big tablets, those, aren't they? I can just swallow them, though. It's not a big deal.
That's good.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
And welcome to Chinwag number 217 on this lovely, lovely Friday evening.
Mm-hmm.
I thank you for everyone that's joining us rather than going out and sitting in the lovely pub garden, because it is that kind of an evening.
It's nice.
It would be nice to go, wouldn't it? But my name is Zahir, this is Rebecca. Everyone in the chat knows this, but I'm just going to put it out there to make it sound like we're a bit more professional than we are. Yeah? By the way, you haven't seen the title yet, have you? It's, we do lots of things and stuff.
There we go.
Okay. So, yeah, this is where we talk about that, you know? This is where we talk about...
Doing lots of things and
lots
stuff.
of things, exactly. Lots of things and stuff. We talk about it with you guys and tell you how many things and what stuff we've been up to, right?
That's right.
That's right. Yeah, it's been an eventful week. It's been a busy week, hasn't it, honey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, it's been a good week. It's been busy as well, hasn't it? Yeah, so yeah. We'll pop into the chat and say a few hellos. Thank you to Nespresso for being in the chat. Leanne was in there saying, I can finally watch a live stream tonight. Thank you for popping in, Leanne. Really appreciate it. Antoinette. Oh my God, what can we say? We've mentioned it obviously in the vlog as well, but what can we say? Thank you, and thank you so much. I really do appreciate your support. Antoinette has been making some pretty decent purchases from our store. Really nice stuff, and I hope you're happy with it. Obviously, let us know if you're not in any way.
I think they both got posted today.
They both got both packages were shipped out today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, just wanted to put that out there because we are really appreciative. Richie's Pickings, thank you for popping in. And the vinegar jar, Peter Cummins. How are you, Peter? Peter, right? He was having like a really he had like a big refund come through, and he was like, just processing it and just making a video about how these things happen and dealing with it. And you know what he said? He goes to cheer himself up. He's gonna have like a Scotch egg and a cup of tea. And I was like, wow.
That's pretty cool.
Like I just said, is that all it takes? And but yeah, Peter, amazing channel, amazing guy. So definitely check out Peter Cummins, the vinegar jar. I'm sure everyone in this chat already does anyway. So yes. How you feeling, honey?
Tired.
Why? You're always tired. You always say it.
I do lots of things.
You do. So do I, though. We both. This isn't like the title doesn't say Rebecca does lots of things and stuff. It says we. Right? That means both of us.
I know.
Oh.
Zahir, this is your tooth. Stop punishing me. One person's tooth can only eat so many pies, and you have made me eat enough for all of England. I want out now.
Thank you for that super chat, Tommy. Appreciate it. And thank you for the $10 super chat. It is much appreciated. Yes, some of you may have heard. I mean, I don't tend to make a big deal about these things.
No, you actually went to the dentist on Monday, didn't you?
I went to that's right, I went to the dentist. I mean, like I said, I don't, it's not like we make big deals out of these things. So, the vlog was called the one with Ziggy's toothpaste. But we don't make a big thing. And oh my God, I've just literally now finished my antibiotics, literally just now. And I've been taking Nurofen for days. I've today felt comfortable compared to it's still mildly there, but mildly,
It hasn't complained as much today.
Yeah. So thankfully it's getting better, but man, it was really, really painful. So you never answered me. It says, Dave, is the tooth pain worse than childbirth? Z and Beck, you agree? I can't say because I've never given birth to a child, but it was very painful. Beck has done both, had toothache and given birth to children. Out of the two, what's like worse? Just wondering. Is that not a good question?
No.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
No, just no.
Why is that not a good question? What's more painful?
What do you reckon?
I don't know. I just want to know because the toothache I had was pretty bad. I mean, You know, but I'm guessing it's not the toothache. No. Okay. Well, that's somewhat of an answer. I mean, she didn't fully answer it, so it's not conclusive. But we can insinuate from her response, can't we? We can insinuate. Is that right?
Yeah.
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 So not the toothache.
I'm
No.
gonna take this away.
It wasn't the toothache. It wasn't the toothache that was worse. Well, there we go, Dave.
Yeah,
Hope that
but
helps.
different people have different pain thresholds, so it's difficult to answer that, really.
Yeah. It is difficult. Exactly. That's a good answer, honey. That's a good answer. Hope everyone's well as weeks go. I've had better, says. Exactly. But hopefully that Scotch egg helped. Rebecca Turner, thank you for popping in. Antique Curio says, good morning. Is it evening already? I'm up at 3:50 for a car boot. What day is it? Yeah, it's actually the evening. Damien has popped in. Thank you for popping in, Damien. DB Russells, Stu Mandry, thank you for popping in. Monica says, hi guys, thanks for a chat. I need a skiving break from work. A big thumbs up to you for both doing lots of things and stuff. Thank you. We appreciate it, Monica. Yeah, we do. We'll get into the things and stuff. Don't worry. We will. We're going to just say a few highs. Phil Higginston, Lincoln Seller, happy chap. Jason says, question, did you go to the dentist the other day at 2:30? Asked Jason. That's a good question, Jason. No, it wasn't at 2:30. But it should have been, shouldn't it? It should have been. But the thing is, it hurt more afterwards. That's the dumb thing. Hi everyone, so nice to see a big smile on Beck's face. Really, Frankie's fines? I must have missed it with... Oh, what?
You're such a pain.
I'm in pain.
You've been a pain all week.
Okay, we'll start addressing some topics, and one of them is working together, like general update on how it's going. Let's talk about that quickly. We've now been working together for the past 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. About 2 weeks, yeah.
And overall, if we were to just say overall, how's it going? It's excellent, right? 100% it's excellent. And I think it's going to continue like that, if I'm honest, because we do genuinely just get on fine. But, and there is a but, there's an awful lot, and I do mean an awful lot, I think, from how I feel.
Okay, where are we going with this?
Oh, okay. Like you have noticed then.
What?
We do things very differently.
Oh yeah, oh, goodness, yeah.
Yeah, we like to do everything differently, pretty much.
Not everything. Yeah, actually, most things we do. Differently.
Say okay, even say for example, if Beck was to wash some dishes, she won't like the way I wash the dishes. Like, even if you took something like that.
I don't think I'm that particular.
I'm not saying that it's just you, but I'm just saying we do things differently.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
you'll
think
wash
I'm
them.
that particular.
No, it's not. No, it's
down
not
to
based on you.
dishes.
No, it's not based on you. But like, for example, we do that differently though. I would wash dishes differently to how you wash
Yeah,
them.
probably.
Like, you like to wash them and like dry them with the cloth or something.
No. I just leave them on the rack, man.
I leave them on the rack. Okay, maybe that's not a great example, but like. Other things, like packaging we do differently.
Oh yeah, we found that out today.
Yeah, packaging we do differently. Like when we package items, you know, I might have suggested how I like to do it, and you know, rather than taking my suggestion on
I
board,
did have a bit of a tantrum.
yeah. So, and that happens a lot. Like, not you having a tantrum. No, not you having a tantrum, but like, you know, doing things differently.
Yeah.
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 And you know, you don't always like me like suggesting.
No.
You don't take.
It's the way he says it though.
Oh, so you would say you do take suggestions well. You just don't like how I suggest things. Is that what you're saying?
I just don't like you suggesting them.
See, if someone else suggested whatever I'm suggesting, she'd probably be fine and take it. But because it's me suggesting it, suddenly a switch flicks somewhere in there, and that's it.
Yeah.
So you do admit to it then?
Yeah.
Got this on video now.
Yeah.
Is that? So, no, you say your piece. Say you. I wouldn't.
No, I think.
I don't want it to be like one way. I mean,
Yeah, no, I do think there's a few clashes.
few clashes, yeah. Like the tidying, you seem like like the tidying.
Like, do you know what?
No.
Like this kind of annoyed me this morning actually. Right. So
All right. Okay.
you can
See?
tell he's used to working on his own, right? It's
Yeah.
not necessarily the tidying, but he walked into like the back office, right?
Walks into the office. Yeah.
And he just dumped his rucksack on the floor, sat in the chair, and then I couldn't actually get through the office because he was like sat in the chair with his rucksack right behind the chair. And that was frustrating.
Money towards your shovel, Zed, for the digging of that hole.
Thank you, Susie. We appreciate it. I will definitely buy the best shovel that I can. I really appreciate that, Susie. We appreciate your support.
Yeah.
But continue.
No, but
So-
it was just frustrating, and I just pointed it out. I was
Maybe-
like, you can tell that you've gotten used to like just working on your own because, you know, the amount of space.
Could you not have moved the rucksack and gone past?
Why should I have to move it when you're the one
'Cause
who
you need
drops
to-
it on the floor like that?
I mean, see, these are small. These are like small things.
But
Yeah.
can you see my point though?
Yeah.
And like, right, this is another thing, right?
Yeah.
Another thing. It's doing the post, right?
Yeah.
And like the little labels come out like the machine, and he sticks the labels on the parcels,
The little
right?
labels, and I stick them on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sticks them on. Screws up the little, you know, like the backing,
The back, the paper that you peel it
Yeah.
from. Yeah.
and then just leaves it on the table. What, for like the magic fairy to come along and pick it up and put it in the bin?
In my defence, right? It feels. Now this I could be wrong. Now I want to say I'm a bit nervous about having this conversation now.
I told you this is a very, very delicate
Okay.
conversation to be having.
No, I could be wrong. Can I just say that to you? I
Yeah.
could be wrong. Just
I can't
remember.
believe you started the chat with this one.
What?
We could have done like the end bit, because then if I want to like run off in a strop, I can.
No, this is good to no. All right. Like remember, I said I could be wrong.
You're more than likely
okay.
to be wrong.
It
Your suggestion.
Okay. It almost feels
Okay, all right.
Say that I've gotten the wrapping up from the sticker, right? And I've wrapped it up like this, and I've scrunched it like I do, and I've just thrown it. It almost feels that from the time it's left my hand and it's about to hit the table, it almost feels she's there waiting. Why do you leave that on the table? And then she's like, I'm like,
Don't give you a chance.
thank you. I'm glad you acknowledge. I don't mind the conversation.
In my head, I'm just going. I'm just waiting.
Yeah, go on. She's just waiting.
I'm just waiting. I know it's
Like,
gonna happen.
honestly, so if the crumpled paper is falling, like, and her hand is like coming in, and then it's like, leave. I guess I've got to clean that up. I'm like, what? Like, I'm really glad. Oh, thank you. No, that's worked out much better than I thought, because I'm glad that it does happen and it's not in my head.
No, it does happen.
But I'm also glad that you acknowledge it.
No, it definitely does
And
happen.
okay, all right. So I know in the future, like, I think the way around it would be so when the label comes out and I'm sticking it on, I don't even get to the stage where I'm crumpling it. I should be walking with it
to the
towards
bin.
I
you
get
go.
it now. I get it. I'm
There you
learning.
go.
I'm learning. Right. I'm learning. We're getting there.
Yeah.
My heart's beating, man. Like I was like a little bit. Because this could go.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's good though, right? We're good.
Yeah.
We're good. Exactly.
We're good.
So these are things. This is real stuff that
Yeah.
we have to
I don't
work
think
out.
anything else
But
is
the
like-
beauty of it is it's always little things. So we are really like Beck is not like a nutty control freak. It's not like she's suddenly going in and telling me that we need to stock yarns of wool in the business. She's not trying to change the business fundamentally.
And to be quite honest,
She's actually very supportive fundamentally, aren't you? You're very
I've even
supportive.
said I don't
Yeah.
really want to get involved
Yeah.
in the buying decisions at the moment. I'm quite happy to kind of
Yeah.
make suggestions, but I'm not going to get upset if you don't go with it either, because it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, we talk it through anyway,
We do.
don't we?
We do.
And,
I
like,
often say to you, what do you think of this? And yeah.
What do you think is good to kind of bring into the shop and stuff, and some of it you listen to.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of it you've actually agreed with.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Exactly. So I think that was a good thing.
It's the small things.
Yeah, it's a small thing, and I'm happy for it to be the small things.
But we are, it's.
Yeah.
It is a small space.
Yeah, it is a small space.
And we've got a lot of stock still to kind of clear in the back. And
Pigeon.
that was a bird.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it is a small shop. It is a small space,
right?
and obviously we will get. But the good thing is we're also very actively. One of the things we're doing. We'll touch on it in a second because I want to quickly go through a few more comments.
I'm gonna let him in.
You're gonna let Alf in, okay?
Having a sulk.
Thank you for popping in Pete's Retro Collectibles. And Antoinette says, my son is so excited. Thanks for sourcing them. Antoinette, honestly, it's our pleasure. We will get as much of that cool stuff as you like. And we appreciate the support. You purchasing from us means an awful lot. Quick plug. If you want to follow in Antoinette's amazing footsteps and go to www.onlycoolstuff.co.uk, you might find something you like. You might do. There's some really cool stuff on there. Then there was Tommy Super Chat. Will's Shop has popped in. Mandy, she's always flipping Mandy. Thank you for popping in. Fat Girl Sewing has popped in. I really do appreciate it. Tracy has popped in as well. Hi, Tracy. Thanks for popping in. My feet are tied. Been around charity shops in a nearby town, says Pete's Retro Collectibles. Karen, live love life. Thank you for popping in. Boys back at footy training. Fantastic. Aww. PvP has popped in. Thank you for popping in. Kirsten as well. Hi, Kirsten. The ice pack vlogs were priceless, says Tommy.
Otherwise, you're going to knock that down.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate the way.
Yeah, he's such an.
This is why I don't like
beast.
Him,
yeah, Alf, stop
There's
it.
There's a wire there, and you're going to get your head.
Man, alright. Let me move the wire out of his way. There.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay. PvP says, okay, is the antibiotics done? Now it's time to have some drinks. Yes, definitely. What else are people saying? I just want to quickly catch up with more. Best video on YouTube when they make men experience the pain of childbirth. I don't want to watch that. Zahir, is the toothache worse pain than the cramp you had? Yes, Dave. It is. Lex has popped in. Thank you for popping in, Lex. I really do appreciate it. And ibuprofen doesn't work on teeth. Trust me, says Rebecca. I think it's helped me, Rebecca. I thought it helped me. So for me, it's worked. Tommy says women handle pain in a million times better than men. Yeah, exactly. Good point. They didn't pull your tooth out. Thought yourself then, Mosey. Okay. Through yours. Oh no, they didn't. That's a good point. Happy chap. They didn't pull it out of myself then. Dog. Well, the dog's in now. We're behind in the chat. Yeah. I'm not working Fridays anymore, says PvP, so I'll have lots of time to give you witty comments. Fantastic. Imagine working with Z. Christ on the bike. Thanks, Peter. I think Beck needs to put the knee in. Z, quit being a pain. By different, do you mean the amount of work? Question: how do you both organise the cash in the till? Just the denominator. I don't think we have any issues with that.
No, to be quite honest, most people want to pay by card, so we don't really take that many cash payments. And if we do, I kind of like all the notes facing the same way. Yeah.
Dave says you used to not let Zahir near the washing machine. It's true.
Yeah, that's true. He still doesn't really.
Anomalous data point says I come here for the uncomfortable tension. Oh gosh, thank you for popping in Anonymous.
And you said it was Susie with the super chat. It was Karen.
It was Karen.
It was.
Oh, thank you. It was Karen.
Yeah, it was Karen.
It's because no. It's because it's a similar. It's in my mind for some reason. It's not, is it? It's Sunshine, isn't it? No. It is, isn't it? It's Sunshine. Karen, Susie's one. Isn't it? The username. It is. I know. Okay, it's. I know it's Karen. Okay, thank you for the super chat, Karen. She could have burnt the rucksack. Z thought this was going to be about how Beck does everything wrong, different. Men are officially blind. End of. No, Karen, I do apologise.
Yes.
Z always digs holes with his tongue in every chinwag. To be fair, without Beck doing things her way, I'm pretty sure Z would be homeless. I don't think you should ever suggest anything to Beck. Where is the truth that we need? You know, Beck is the vacuum. She was there, like there. Is this therapy session? And it's not. It's just, you know, we need to talk about these things. Simon Wooder says, you're cracking up. Oh, I'm glad you enjoy it. Just put it straight in the bins.
Exactly.
Oh,
there you go.
He just chucked. No, I didn't chuck it on the floor. It's here.
It's
the paper.
on the table.
It's a prop.
It's on the table.
It's a prop. Is it annoying you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all right. It's fine.
Steph says, "Oh my god, she's going to love this conversation about." Steve's going to love this conversation about labels. I'm too busy watching this crazy couple. Stu Mandry says, "I feel I should be charging for this counselling session." Hey Shell, I've not done anything. 20 years ago, they're still laughing. Oh, yeah, it is lovely.
We agree on the big things.
Yeah.
That's the main stuff. Like we might disagree on like the small.
The day you had toothache, Z Bex had that shop on your channel running like a well-oiled machine. She did, and you know what? It didn't go unnoticed. A few of you guys commented on Beck's vlogging, and yes, she did really well, and it's good.
Thank you.
It's good. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Just saying, it's good. Hi, Shelley. To sum up, Z is messy but scared enough of Bex to change his. Oh, is that all it is? Okay. Yeah, it's important. Yeah.
It is.
Have I lost weight? A negligible amount. PvP. A negligible amount at the moment. LGG has popped in. Thank you, Stephen Jackson. Thank you for popping in. What else? No, not yet. £500 is a lot of money to hide from Lana. Z, you need to stock that amazing Optimus Transformer. No chance. You can't even get those, Dave. And even if you could, they're so expensive. I'd be able to buy one, and then that's it, and I'd keep it. So so no, that's not going to happen. And yeah, you're right, Karen. Life would be boring if we agreed on everything. So I mean, overall though, after all that's said and done, we're happy with how we're getting on.
Yeah. I mean, it's early days.
So,
I mean, it's really early days. It's only been like 2 weeks since we've been working again together.
And I think one of the reasons why one of the reasons why I'm like confident about it as well is because the way we've got things planned is we're not always going to be in each other's pockets.
And we're not going to be in the shop all the time together. Like
because we've got we've got like our weeks going forward. From next week, I mean, already, as well as the shop, we did last week. I went to, obviously, Car Boots to buy.
Well, Saturday, you
went to buy.
The car boot, I went to the shop Saturday morning. I mean, you did get back for opening time, to be fair.
We've kind of already decided that, like, Beck, you won't mind me saying this, you don't really like going to Car Boots to source. You don't like sourcing in general.
I don't mind walking around them.
You like to go there for yourself.
I normally go for
the
like
home.
A stroll and look for bits and pieces for the home. I don't tend to pick up a great deal when it comes to like buying to resell.
I'm the sourcer basically, aren't I?
Yeah.
So on Saturday, I went out sourcing and picked up a couple of cool things, which I was really happy about. Beck
went to the shop
started up the shop. Then on Sunday, we both went and sold at a car boot.
Yeah.
And so going forward, we're going to be doing that routine as often as we can whilst the car boots are on.
We're not going to sell every week at a car boot. It just depends on whether we've got the stock to kind of do it. But like going forward, that is going to be part of our routine to sell quite regularly at a boot sale.
Yeah.
We're also doing. We're actually going to start opening the shop on a Sunday.
Yeah. That's the other thing, which means I'll be either selling at a car boot or just buying at a car boot on Sunday, and Beck will.
And then I'll be back in the shop.
Be opening the shop.
Another thing that we're going to do is like the Thursdays.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain that?
Yeah, we're gonna the market stall. We're gonna be back doing the market stall. So on the Thursday, I'll be out on the market. Beck will be in the shop. We might alternate things, depending on how we go. So we're gonna keep doing that. So it's really gonna be. It's really important, and like for example, it's really actually helped today. Where we're spreading our kind of our mind, spreading the business as much as we can. I think it's important because the last time we tried this, guys, we literally only had eBay, and it was the one thing we were focused on. But the weird thing is, like, I know obviously this could just be like enthusiasm because we're like you said, we've only been doing this a couple of weeks together, but we're busier than ever. But the busier we are, the more we seem to get done. Like, even though our days are now crammed, we're pretty much accepting a 7-day week. However, just to touch on that, we are taking breaks.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in the...
Yeah.
Go on.
I was just going to say, like, at the moment, our, like, Wednesday afternoons, we do close the shop at 2:00.
Yeah,
and that is just like so that we have a half day. And then obviously we're using like part of the Sunday as like a half day-ish because like when I plan to open up the shop, I'm going to open up the shop at 12 and then it's only going to be for like 3 hours that we're open for. And so finish at 3 and then morning and evening, like afternoon, evening is going to be completely...
And it's almost because we've gotten so busy now that a half day, like... It felt like we'd broken up for the summer holidays on Wednesday.
It did. It felt
and
really
it felt
nice,
great,
actually.
even though it was only a small break.
Really nice.
And I feel like going forward, though, even though we might only have half days, we're probably going to. I can see us doing activities, whatever activities. I can see us doing like all kinds of little things, like going on meals or going on like little trips or whatever. Even though it's just a half day, because it's made that time super valuable. And even though we're doing so much stuff, like we're doing more than ever. Like I think we're listing regularly. We've been scheduling listings to go live on eBay regularly. We've been getting the website stuff done. The walks with Alf in the morning and the evening, we're doing like really nice substantial length walks.
I mean in the mornings
I
pretty much have to kind of time ourselves. Like I look at the time and I'm like, right now we need to turn back because we need to get back home so that we can open up the shop. But I mean there's certain things that we are doing, like we tend to have breakfast at the shop and it's just some toast and a coffee, but we've got like things set up in the shop so that we can, and also like we've got all like our sandwich making things and stuff like that sorted out, so time wise we're not really like
we're making the most of our time. Like I think to be honest with you, I think we're making the most of it. We're being really smart with it. We're working as much as we can during the day because we're not always busy in the shop.
No, we're not. So that's when we start listing on eBay or we start
doing charity shop trips.
Or you've not been going too far. You're only doing the ones on the high street at the moment, which I think is kind of like you don't really want to leave me for too long at the minute.
But it works fine.
But it
works fine, and it's just like we've somehow found the energy to do. Like it doesn't feel like, I don't want to give the impression like we're so like we're wearing ourselves out, because I don't feel like we are.
No, I mean I do get tired in the evenings when I get home.
No more than you used to.
No.
There's been times, for example, where like
hey.
Beck, just to give you an example, Beck is still, even though she's tired, she was still keen to do the chat tonight.
Yeah.
Whereas in the past, she's done less hours, but she's been tired and she would have said no to the chat. And I think that's testament to, like, in a way, just working. But as long as it's kind of structured, we're not going. We've done it, so this is sustainable.
Yeah,
we're really
And the thing is, if we need to make adjustments, we will, because like I'm kind of for us making sure that we are, we are taking care of ourselves in that way.
Yeah.
And I have suggested to you, like, if one morning you feel like you need a bit of a later start, then that's fine. I can open up and then maybe go home earlier. And we can switch it up like that. It doesn't need both of us in the shop all of the time. So, you know, we are going to take care of each other like that. You know, just so that we're not wearing ourselves out.
Yeah, 100%. I think so, and I think that's the kind of thinking we've got right now, and it's working. Like, obviously, it's super early days, but
you're not getting my chair.
it's definitely
No.
yeah. I just feel like it's the right thing.
No.
Life will be wearing boring if we agree on everything. No, Beck, I need you involved in purchases, says Monica. If you leave it up to you, you'll never get those wallets and purses
Oh yeah, we
in.
do need to get some of that in. That is something that I do keep saying to Zahir, like, because the caps have sold really, really well in the shop as well, and I think you get them through the same company, don't you? So we do need to. That would be the next thing, is like caps and wallets and purses.
One thing I noticed was the amount of times Beck said I sent Zahir home. It seems like he just slowed her roll.
Oh, he really did. On Monday, it was a bit of a struggle, wasn't it? And although you didn't want to leave me, I was kind of glad when you did actually go home, because like,
I was glad, to be honest. I was in a lot.
He would sit right in front of the laptop with his head on the desk, and then stopping me from being able to do anything in the meantime. So I was kind of like, you know, and then when he went off, and then I kind of had to move around, because none of the Dory stuff was in the store. We had the little figures, but not like the play set and the carry case. So I kind of reorganized like one of the ends of the gondola.
Yeah.
And like then you came back in and you were like, and then I was just like, just go home.
Yeah.
Please just go home.
Mandy says, me and Jeff work it so we hardly ever see each other. Suits me. The source says that make Bex the teacup. Evening, Jason. It was great seeing you last weekend as well. Leanne as well. Thank you for popping in. Karen says, fair play to you couples that work together. Control freak Karen could not handle it. It does work.
Yeah.
You can make it work, but it isn't. I don't think it's for everyone. And Dave says, market stall, just put your stall outside the shop.
Well, the lady did ask us if we wanted it just outside the shop.
Yeah, and I was like...
so we were like, if it's possible, if not, as close to the shop as possible. So, yeah. I'm
going over to my cousin's for a barbecue today. Nice weather here lately. Sounds fantastic, PvP. Yeah. Cola Flipper has joined us. Thank you. Karen says, question, so when will you have time off? You do need it. Kind of touched on that. I mean, it might not seem like a lot of time off.
Yeah.
But for us, it's sustainable, and we'll adjust it
when we need it. And it doesn't mean, like, you know, because we do, like, in June, we are planning, hopefully, to go and see family at some point when things are kind of a bit freer. Because, you know, at the moment, I think we can only go...
Visit in the garden.
Travel, but it's like visit
in the garden.
And...
travel.
Both of us have got quite big families still in one household.
So it's not.
It's not possible. As simple as, you know, just.
We wouldn't even be able to fit the rule of 6 or whatever.
Wouldn't.
Yeah.
So at the moment we're not seeing our family, and then hopefully, you know, when things kind of loosen a little bit more, then we'll be able to see them. But we will take steps to kind of take, you know, days off, and that will mean unfortunately closing the shop for those days when we do make a trip down to see family. But, you know, those will be planned, and we will like do it comfortably, and you know how we kind of feel it's gonna be right for us, kind of thing. So it's a long-winded way of saying we will sort out that.
And PvP says being busy just does generally mean you're getting more done. I know it sounds funny, but like when you're busy, you're right. It sounds so obvious, and you do get more done, and you feel better for it. And I think the major difference I feel from the last time we tried this is we have got more things to work on. I think the last time we tried this, when we first tried to work together, we didn't have enough stuff to work on. You know, we just had eBay to work on, and that was it. And honestly, guys, I think it feels so good to have multiple different things to work on. Like the fact that we can sell on eBay, the fact that we can sell on a website, the fact that we can sell on the market, the fact that we can sell at a car boot, the fact that we'll be able to do toy fairs, all these different things.
Yeah, we haven't even touched on the toy fair.
Yeah, we're not. The only reason we've not done toy fairs is because I don't think we're not ready for it. Because ideally we'd have separate stock for that. We probably would need to like get a van and stuff for that, or like, you know, I know you said like hire them and stuff. So hoping in the summer to come up your way, blinking virus dependencies, Karen. That would be amazing, would be Karen. Cool. I remember you saying your hubby has a friend in Preston. We've had great weather at the moment, but yeah, that would be awesome to see you. And I'm so happy that you figured out after 20 years the only thing missing from making Only Cool Stuff successful was Beck. Thank you, Tommy. It's, you know, Jen's Closet Gems has popped in as well. Thank you for popping in. Difference between tired and stressed. Yes. Yes. I think that's a really good point, actually, Karen. That is a really good point. Like, we've now only got one stress, and it's a kind of stress that we can handle. Because it's like a simple stress of we've just got to make sure we get another Immortal Hulk. It's gone.
Oh wow.
We've just got to make sure. That's it. Yeah. Well, there is one more, but I might keep that.
Yeah. That's the shop one.
Yeah, that's the shop's Hulk.
Yeah.
It's a huge thing. It's a huge thing. Because when your mind is occupied by like those kinds of stresses that like Beck had when she was working at the surgery, it does stop you from being as productive and as active. It does. Like, because you can kind of get through the tiredness in a way at the moment, can't you? Because of
I've got to be completely honest. When I was working at the surgery, the stress, I was so stressed that some nights, and this sounds really, really awful, because I was driving 10 miles to and from work, basically, so a total of 20 miles a day. But like some journeys on the way home, I'd get to a certain point and I'd go, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here already.
Yeah.
Or like I'd you know, like I'd almost gone on to like autopilot while driving. And I'd walk through the door and pretty much be like a zombie. Like one of the girls, or like even Zahir, would come and try and have a conversation with me, and I would completely blank people. And that's not a good place to be in, and I really hated that, and I really, really hated what I was becoming, like trying to stick at that job when it just clearly wasn't working. So for me anyway.
And Kent Daigle has joined us as well. Thank you for popping in. Shazad has joined us as well. Thanks for popping in, Shazad. Rip Shock G, another one bites the dust. Can we get your favourite line from that? No, you can't. But yeah, what is this? 104 people. Oh, okay. Thank you, Skillet. Appreciate the thumbs up. Any holidays on the horizon? Says Shazad. Not until we know it's okay to go.
We're not gonna. Oh. Yeah, we would like to, but it's not gonna happen until like. Yeah.
Oh, it's Darren. Hey, Darren, how are you?
Hey.
How's that tooth? The toothache is okay now. It's better now, Darren. It's better. Thanks for popping in, Darren. It's been a while since we've seen Darren in chat, so thanks for popping in. I actually bought something and then I realised I bought it from Darren. I bought, I've been looking for the cap for my recorder's microphone thing. And you just can't get them, and Darren sells them. Yeah, it's 3D printed, super cool. Okay. Darren, if you wind to the very beginning really quick, there's a statement from the tooth. Yes, Tommy did quite a funny super chat about it. Sounds like a great plan, says...
Leave the birds alone.
Is that pronounced gal? Sounds like a great plan. Wish you the best of luck. Just make sure doing something extra doesn't take away from something else already doing well. Don't let the good plates stop spinning.
No,
that's a good point.
We've still planned to like have our movie evening on a Saturday night with the girls. So we've already chosen the movie this weekend. I think. Yeah. I don't know. I can't.
Yeah, we have.
Forgotten what it is.
Rogue One.
There we go.
Yeah. But I might change it. But anyway.
No, you can't change it. No.
We'll see. Might watch too. But we're gonna take time.
But
I mean,
yeah, we are still making sure that we're taking care of like home
yeah.
and the girls.
And in terms of the good plate stopping spinning, in terms of like the stuff that's working, one thing we've actually noticed is that this would be interesting to see what you guys think of this as well. But we're trying to look at all the different platforms we're doing as equal. So in our eyes, we feel our eBay store is just as important as our physical store, and that's just as important as our website, and that's just as important as doing a car boot, and just as important as doing a market stall or toy fair, even though they are like different platforms or different methods of selling. We're kind of seeing them as equally important, and I think that's helping us, because even though they require different amounts of investment, I think sometimes it can be too easy to be like, oh, that's where most of our money is going, that's where we need to put our focus. Sometimes you might not necessarily have to be heavily financially invested in something for it to still be important. So, buying and selling from car boots is not going to take nearly anything like the kind of cash that it takes to stock the shop. But it's incredibly important. Like this week, we actually had like our first like hi-fi sale in ages. We bought a Technic stereo like a week or two ago from Facebook, and I split it down because one of the tape decks wasn't working on it or whatever, and we sold the speakers alone. Like we bought the whole thing for £40. The remote control is up for 45. We've got the CD player thing up for like 70, and the other bits up for about 60. And we sold the speakers alone, just the two speakers, not the surround speakers, for about 40 quid plus shipping. And that sale, it's a nice sale to have come in.
It was kind of quite nice because it cleared some space.
Cleared some space as well. So we're trying to focus that, even though like initially, like a lot of our brain space is taken up by the shop, isn't it? Like I'm always saying to you, like ordering stuff it can be quite like, oh my God, I've got to order stuff. There's so much to choose from. Which wholesaler are you getting what from, and all that kind of stuff. You got to think about it. But something as simple as like doing the car boots, even though it doesn't take as much money or anything in terms of cost of investment, it brings in a really good amount of money once as you guys all know.
And it's just good for cash flow, just in general.
So
it's good for cash
it's about kind of, we're trying to see it, we're trying to look at each component as equal. So even though the market's only one day a week, it's important to do it because that kind of thing.
And hopefully it's going to bring like a little bit of a awareness to the shop as well. Because we kind of said this today, because Zahir was like, he goes, was it yesterday actually? He was walking around shopping and he was like, oh, you know what, the DC stuff, I'm really rethinking it. He goes, we don't really seem to get that many people that interested in it. And I was like, yeah, but you can't really make a decision on that like right now, because although we've had the shop in our heads for about 7 months, we've only actually physically opened for 2 months. So how can we make a judgment on what's selling through the shop? What
sells and what doesn't?
When you've only physically been able to open for like 2 months, and then the rest we've been concentrating on mainly selling online. I was like, we can't really make that decision yet.
No, not really.
and Zahir was like, good point. So yeah, it's an adjustment, isn't it?
We need the Z and Shazad show be like 2 Ronnies. And Nick says, evening all fashionably late as ever. Thanks for popping in, Nick. Appreciate it. And Shazad says more like dumb. A huge thanks. Oh, no worries at all, Nick. Really glad you enjoyed it. Yeah. Immortal Hulk definitely inspired by Z after a week with the KFC. Hulk eat KFC. Yeah. Skillet says, great to see Beck growing in confidence doing vlogs. Zahir making out with ice pack in the background was so funny. It really helped. I tell you what, the ice pack is for swelling. I love the ice pack, don't I? I've used it.
You're a big fan of it.
Yeah, it is. I'm all good, Darren. I'm no longer green. You could say I almost know what I'm doing now, says Cola Flipper. Rogue One is really good. Cola Flipper knows what he's doing. He's very good at what he's doing. Shazad says, catch you later. Almost time to open my fast. Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, thank you for popping in. Yes, a sale is a sale no matter where or what platform. Exactly. Daily refinement. Oh my god, daily refinement has popped in. You know what they say about everything being priority joke, but have you thought about maybe 20% of those different platforms being the bulk of your profits? It's so hard to be multi-platform. It is, but I feel, I don't know. It's difficult to say. I think we have to kind of experience it ourselves, don't we? I think with us, because we're both working on this, we're like very conscious about like both of us doing the same thing. I think that's the thing. We've got two of us here. Yeah. So I think that's where our focus on doing different things is coming from. Yeah. Because we just want to make sure that we're not both like, because we've tried this in the past and it didn't work. And I think it's because we're both on one.
I think. Yeah. Yeah. I think to be fair, like in our heads, because it failed the first time round, we do have that in the back of our head. Yeah. So we're trying to make sure that we're doing enough things different.
Yeah, you can see we learn fast, right? It didn't work last time. Let's try it again.
No, but we need to do enough things that we feel are different from last time. And I think last time we solely
both had one thing
to focus on eBay, and that was it.
Whereas now we can, and I think it's just about using your resources as well. Yeah. Like we're two functioning adults who can both do, you know, I count myself in that as well, functioning adult. Functioning adult. And like, and we can, you know, we don't need to be, it's kind of a waste. Like some of you in the chat have been in the shop and all of you have seen the videos of the shop. It's small, right? It's really small. It's a small shop. You don't need two people to man that shop. So unless there's work for two people there, it's not really worth it to have two people there all the time. It's a waste of manpower, isn't it? Wouldn't you say, honey?
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said?
Waste of manpower.
Because
having us both do the same thing.
No, you just made that up. Yeah. You just tried to style it out.
I kind of shut off for a bit. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, they've seen how small the shop is, right? It's a waste of manpower to have two people there doing like the same thing. Well, yeah. One person could run that shop, couldn't they?
At the moment, right? We're still trying to sort out our setup around like the till, because we're still waiting for our receipt machine to come through. So we're using like an old kind of style till at the minute. Yeah. And then when we sort the till out, we've then got to sort out hopefully a PC in the back room, because then, and I've said this to Zahir quite a lot, I really do feel it's better when there's a bit of a presence on the shop floor. So, you know, one of us always does try to kind of pop out every so often when we, you know, notice there's people around. But it means one of us can just continue to get on in the back when we're both at the shop. Yeah. And not be disturbed too much.
Mandy says you need to smash out the home runs from Bernardo's again. That is one of the plans, isn't it? To go back to the bins. I miss it. I'd gotten to know the guys there quite well. I want to start doing that, actually.
Well, you do need to start doing it.
Because it was fun.
Wouldn't hurt anyway. I mean, we opened the shop at 10
And not only that, so we've got the RC thing that we could do as well, and all that. Because, you know. Yeah. Sounds like you guys have really figured out a plan. Great to hear, says PvP. Yeah, exactly. We've talked a lot about this. Daily Refinement says, as a reseller, this is such a good topic because you start making better money when you buy bulk, but you have to have all the ways to move your inventory. Yeah. Darren says, why is only Beck pimping the merch? Where's your hoodie, Z? Okay, I'm wearing this because I bring the heat.
That's not really an answer.
I bring the heat.
No, but that's not really an answer.
It's because of how hot I am.
No. He's probably like eaten something and spilt stuff down his other hoodies, and they're probably in the wash. That's probably why he's not wearing it.
Could be that as well. I prefer I bring the heat. But you know, we'll go with what you say, shall we, honey?
Yeah, we'll go with what I say.
It becomes you're not important to many or really important to one. eBay is king. You know what? In a lot of reasons, eBay is king. Like out of everything today, eBay made us the most money today. Out of the shop and out of website, out of everything. So yeah, I do get that. But I just feel like with two people, it just makes sense to not have both people just doing the same thing. Our shop is, and plus our shop isn't like a huge enough place for us to both be doing like we don't have enough room for, like, for example, two photography. To be honest with you, photography, I just do it on the floor in the shop now, don't I?
Yeah,
it's fine. So, but yeah, we'd figure something out. We're going to try this anyway. Fix It for reselling. Hey, how are you? We saw them at the Sunday. You both seem so much happier when I saw you at the Car Boot Sunday. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I knew Darren would pick up on that. Two functioning adults. You know? Cola Flipper says, at Daily Refinement, Chris, hey Chris, not seen you here before. I love your chats with tech and sport. Not everything translates to the UK, but great food for thought. Keep up the great work. That's nice of you to say, Cola Flipper. Yes, eBay is different everywhere indeed. Hopefully I can hang out with some of the UK sellers in person, see how it works on the other side. Busted, lol. Andrea tunes me out all the time. How rude,
Do you know what? Sometimes it's just because I'm reading the chat.
The worst part is that you try to style it out, honey.
No,
that's the worst part.
No, but you can tell when I'm not, because I'm just sitting there going, I don't know.
Money Mental has popped in. Andrew, thank you for popping in. Frankie's Fine says the variety of tasks involved with your different sites, etc., will help you keep from getting bored. Plus, the more you're seeing is good advertising. Yeah, exactly. I think, I definitely feel that, it's going to be great for getting the word out. We've learned so much by doing all these different things. We've learned so much. Like, let me just show you how cool this is, or let me just tell you how cool this is. I can now list something on our website, and once I've listed it, it immediately goes onto our eBay page. It gets listed on eBay, right?
Yeah, well, we have to verify it.
Yeah,
but it's just a click of a
bulk
button.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
She's showing off now because she's learning.
Because I know how to
because she knows it now.
Well, there's one little thing that apparently I'm doing wrong.
You're not doing anything wrong. See, she just takes it. She sees how she takes things.
No, because you said like one of the listings wouldn't go.
It's mine. It's mine.
And it's something that he hasn't told me what I've done yet. So I need
training error.
He needs to kind of show me that, and then.
But once we list on WordPress, it goes onto our website, onto eBay at once. But that's not the cool part. The cool part now is it also goes onto our Instagram shop and our Facebook shop. And that's why some of you will have seen me posting about, like, say, some new stock or something that comes in, and I can tag products like they're people. It's like that kind of automation is amazingly cool.
Yeah. And I just like to point this out. On Instagram, it is heavily going to be about the shop on Instagram, because it is now a shop, isn't it? It's based as on Instagram as a shop. So most of our posts are going to be about stock that's come in. We went live on Instagram.
We did a live. We did an Instagram live.
Tuesday night? It was Tuesday.
Yeah, one of the nights. Yeah.
Tuesday night we did an Instagram live, and that was just purely to show you the new stock that had just come in. So, yeah,
exactly.
So we're going to be doing stuff like that.
Nick K has joined us, as has Phil Higginson. Thank you for popping in. And Ali Evans as well. Thank you for popping in, Ali. Really appreciate you popping in. Night's Life says, hi Nick, I hear my parcels have been coming to your house. Hi Night's Life, how are you? I don't know if I said hi, but hi. What do you all enjoy working on the most? eBay, shop, online, or store? That's a good question, Jen's Closet. What would you say you enjoy?
I don't know. I think it's difficult.
Enjoy working on. Enjoy working on. Oh, and one other thing. Was it Skillet says, sorry to hear you lost when you emphasised that you're a functional adult. Yeah, but go on.
I don't know. I think that's really, really tough to actually answer. Because
I feel like they're
really, really proud of the shop. I wouldn't say I'm great talking to people.
You're getting there.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make conversation with people when they come in.
You know what? I'd refer back to our earlier comments about it being equal.
Yeah.
Because I'm equally proud of our eBay store that we've built up.
I mean, even with eBay, I mean, eBay's kind of slightly different because even like the stock that we do like list from the shop, like eBay is still mainly like our RC stuff. You know, and we kind of intend for it to kind of still stay that way, with RC being on eBay mainly, and we probably will try and source for a bit more RC and things like that to kind of keep that going. And we still got a bunch to list as well. We've got a box.
Yeah, the RC, the radio control car parts are still like a huge part of what we do. I think if you were just to ask us, I suppose, what we're most proud of, it's probably that deal, because that's still paying us now.
And I think that actually,
even today, we had
that
like
changed what our idea of eBay and what we
or just how we
from
did
eBay.
business, really.
Yeah, it really changed what we were doing.
When we bought, basically, for those of you that don't know, a few years ago, most of you will know, we bought out a closing down model store, and it blew our minds. Like, we bought a stack of stuff, like more than we should have, really. We filled the house up. It was literally 2 van loads. Our living room to this room were literally just rammed with I think probably approaching 100,000 radio control parts.
You could barely move in here.
And those parts have sold for the past God knows how many years. Even today, we had one guy buy 2 lots of parts, totaling something silly like 60 or 70 quid. So that's something I think overall, in terms of what we're proud of, is probably that deal and that
probably.
But now, out of everything that you've asked though, Jen, I would say that we're seeing it all equally as
it's really hard to actually say.
We enjoy all of it because we feel it's all really important. Like it's linked in a way. So sorry for the kind of cop-out-ish answer, but that's how we feel. Is it more common in the UK to work with your significant other? Why isn't Beck in your channel name? Is it more common? I couldn't say, but we do know of quite a lot of people that do work as couples. I think I don't know. I don't know if it would be any more or less than in the States, but we do know a fair few. Why isn't Beck in the channel name? Just my channel.
It's always been your channel, hasn't it? It's always
I
do have a separate channel.
We could change it. We might change it. We've got it in the banner. We've changed the banner, haven't we? The banner says it here and Beck.
Yeah,
but we haven't changed the name of the channel. We just haven't.
I don't know. I think it's more a case of we've never really come up with a name, and we're just like, no.
Darren asks, will there also be a Z Brings the Heat Instagram page? I don't know if there's a demand for it.
I don't know.
It's a good question.
Sorry, I was just thinking about the silly posts that you'd put on it.
What, like, what? Getting a bit red there, huh?
Not like that.
Okay. What did you mean then?
What is wrong with you?
Nothing.
I say silly and that's where you take it. Oh goodness, man.
Oh gosh. We're getting a lot of Facebook shop pages. I did share your Facebook page in Monumental Group as it's the first time I've seen it. Oh, okay, Dave, thank you. Z&B Hustlers lol, says Ken. Oh my god, Ken. I don't know. If I was in the UK, I'd be happy to chat. Oh gosh. I still get excited about that RC purchase lol. It was such an epic find, says Nick. Honestly, Nick,
it was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, we just can't express enough, like, because it is something that I'm still into. I mean, actually, I bought an RC car this weekend.
there was more to it.
There's more to it. But what?
But you're just cleaning it up at the moment, aren't you?
This car in working condition is worth about 150 to 200 pounds. I paid 20, but like the person that had this. Oh, bless. It's time. It's time.
It's time.
The person that had this ran this on the beach. It's covered in sand. Like, all the screws have got rust on them. So obviously I've got to take it apart. I mean, I'm keeping that one though. But it's changed a lot for me. Anyway, so there we go.
Yeah.
Alright, what else are people saying? Go. Your car part seal was also epic, says Dave. It was. Just not the channel names. Yeah. Beck, give yourself credit. You should be proud of how far you've come chatting to people. Be yourself and you can't go wrong, says Darren. That's nice of Darren to say, isn't it?
That is really nice.
Yeah,
that is really nice.
exactly.
I think my concern is because it's quite a collectible shop. Like, I know the things that I like and I'm into.
She's a fake geek. It's a
But
geek. Are you a geek?
Well, I kind of am.
For geek.
Like, I like
Fake
certain
geek.
things,
It's not even
but
legit.
I don't know, like,
Not like me.
You know, when people come in and like they know like the brands of different, you know, things. You know, I've got no knowledge when it comes to that.
No
and
knowledge.
I know you can learn that over time, but
I'm looking down at you. Sneering it.
Yeah, you don't know everything either.
No, I don't. No.
Yeah, we've got like teenage girls that come in and they talk anime, and I'm just like, it goes right over my head. I'm not.
Watch
I'm
anime
sure I'm not
like
the
me.
only, I'm sure
I watch
I'm not
anime.
the only one, but
Yeah.
it really goes over my head.
I watch anime.
But yeah,
You should watch anime. Anime is awesome. Watch Demon Slayer with me. That's a good start. I've been watching Demon Slayer. I'll start it again. Watch it with me.
I'm not going to start it from where you.
No, it was from the beginning. I'll watch it from the beginning. It's really good.
Oh,
Darren's got a great name. I for the channel. Change the name to Bex and the Heat. I could see that.
Yeah.
It could be like maybe we'll get a spin-off TV show, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
Like you just driving along in the Honda Jazz, huh? What do you think? Like Bex and the Heat, and I'm the Heat. No, what do you think?
Yeah, I like that.
It could be like a cop team, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Let's get Bex and the Heat on the case, huh? Call me the Heat. Like, you'd go in first, because you're always there first, right? And I'd come in all cool, because I'm the Heat.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Is that because you can't get out of my Honda Jazz?
Alright. Okay.
You hate my car.
Yeah.
You hate having to drive anywhere in my car.
Tommy says, stay tuned for next week when Zahir does a complete 180. He wants to jump lot the RC park. That's how you can tell Tommy knows me too well. Tommy knows me too well. Yes, I've been known to be a little bit, what's that word when people change their minds a lot? Fickle.
Yeah.
I've been known to be fickle. But no, I'm good now. And just remember, Beck, you're working next to Z, so you'll always look. Your RC parts may not be exciting, but the ROI is exactly.
Yeah,
Monica,
it's like exciting stuff, like selling RC parts.
It is.
You pulled out a set of screws this week that we sold for like £9.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like £9, and we've still got like.
I
don't know how.
This was great. Let me show you this. All right. Okay, this is crazy. I'm going to show you the guys this, right? This is one of the sales, okay? So I took this... let's get to the studio mode. Okay. Yeah, so I took this photograph on the top of one of our crates recently. Mm-hmm. We've got a stack, as you can see, we've got 19 of these, and we've just sold the first one. Mm-hmm. We've actually sold these before, but this had dropped off. Now, this is a 2-piece clutch shoe and spring for a vintage RC car. Now, they're only $7.99 each, but this is how like crazy RC guys like me can be. Like, and I would do what this guy has done. And the guy lives in the States. He paid £8 for the item. He in total paid £20 to get that part shipped to them. And he also bought a pair of things. But that's like a tiny bit of plastic. And you can see it's in a small little baggie. Like literally, that's all it is. A small little baggie. It's 2 pieces of plastic. It's a clutch shoe, a 2-piece clutch shoe. with the spring. And that clutch shoe has gone for like £8. It's bonkers, absolutely bonkers, and that's why we love it. Just to give you, you know, if you didn't know. Stu says, I'm thinking more Beck and the tepid warmth. Stu, read the heading, Stu.
It says
it's
heat.
the heat, okay? The heat. I could have like a voice. Hey Beck, you know, like.
Just go away.
What's the 911?
I really hate to do this, but he's now sulking the other way.
Oh my god.
This is how bad he's
God.
desperate for his walk. We should be walking right now because he's in a proper
He's
routine,
sulking.
right?
He's sulking.
We're normally walking at this time, and he's having a sulk because we're still sat here.
Last thing we'll touch on before we go. Kathy, thank you for popping in. Cola Flipper asks, are you both going to hit the car boots or just me? For the business, it's going to be just me.
No.
When we sell, we'll both do it.
Yeah.
But Beck tends to prefer to go for casual purposes.
Ideally, at the moment, like if I want to open up the shop on Sunday, which we're planning to, because it's a car boot in Norcross, I'm not comfortable to kind of drive that journey. So I'm not going to, help you out on that one. But if you're going to be doing like the local one, Billsborough, I'm more than happy to drive to that one and kind of give you a bit of company before opening up the shop. So, So there may be times where I am going to be there before we open up the shop. So, yeah.
Right, guys. On that note, we are off to walk the Doge.
Yes.
By the way, if you do hold Doge, ride it back down to 0 where it belongs. I'm riding it. It's been quite a ride on the old Dogecoin.
Yeah.
So just putting that out there. It's fun.
I know.
Enjoy your evenings, everybody. I'm sure Andrew will be live in about 4 minutes for Drinking with Andrew. We're off to walk the Doge. Have a busy weekend. Hope you have a great busy weekend. Hope you go to loads of car boots and find loads of cool stuff. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Yes.
Bye. Bex and the Heat signing